Rent the musical is a wonderful musical that I do not prefer to read or listen to by itself. Uh, I grew up watching this movie with my mother uh, because she was obsessed with this musical when the movie came out. And being that I was raised with this movie, I can't really see it in a different light. I think that any other way it's done is just not as appealing to watch. I don't know. Maybe that's a bad mindset to have about the show, but it is definitely an enjoyable show. I think that when done correctly, it engages audience in the best way because it addresses so many important issues that we see in today's world. And the fact that it has a wonderful soundtrack. Uh, I mean, some of those songs just really pop off, and they have absolutely no right to, but I'm here for it. Uh, one of my favorite things that this show addresses is is the struggle that some of the characters go through with drug addiction. I think that uh, I'm forgetting names now, but the characters who struggle with drug addiction, they start bad, and quite frankly, it doesn't really get better for them. I think that this this show, I mean, aside from representing addiction in a relatively decent light, I think that it also depicts the idea of homosexuality in a very interesting light. I'm not entirely sure am 100% on board with it, but it makes for good music, I suppose. Uh, I mean, overall, aside from watching the movie, I have mixed feelings about different aspects of the show, and then good feelings about other aspects of the show. And I think that this show in particular is just it personally for me it was just a bit too mainstream for me to enjoy diving into these different aspects of it, just because of the way or the experiences that I've had with it. I mean, I think that it is definitely a good representation of these certain themes within the show, but overall, I would say that it's not necessarily something that I'm going to go back to time and time again to really understand these themes. I think that it, while it does touch on, I mean, quite frankly, I think some of the themes that are touched upon are left in a shallow sense. They don't really look at the deep side of things for certain aspects of it. Like one in particular was